Trying to predict the future is a discouraging and hazardous occupation. The only thing we can be sure of about the future is that it will be absolutely fantastic.
Pat Green and Julian, welcome to Database.
Hello, Jane.
Hello, Jane.
Now, Julian, I see you have your computer linked to the telephone line. Can you tell us how you did that?
Yes, well, it's very simple, really. The telephone is connected to the telephone network with a British Telecom plug, and I simply remove the telephone jack from the telecom socket and plug it into this box here, the modem. I then take another wire from the modem and plug it in where the telephone was. I can then switch on the modem and we're ready to go. The computer's asking me if I want to log on, and it's now telling me to phone up the main press cell computer, which I will now do.
So it's a very simple connection to make.
Extremely simple. And I can actually leave the modem plugged in once it's done that without affecting the telephone. I'm now waiting for the computer to answer me. It asks with a tone, and then I just flick a switch on the modem and replace the receiver.
The once humble hamburger is the centre of it all. The burger barons are about to spend over £40 million this year on getting you and your families into what they call fast food centres. But for this massive investment to pay off, you've got to change the way you eat. It'll mean less home cooking and more trips out. And this is what you'll be buying, whether you eat in the restaurant or take it away. Almost all the companies give out this kind of box with the hamburger inside, and of course all the relishes inside the hamburger. The chips, well, they're called French fries, and even they too come in special packets, and it'll all cost about £1. Well, John's been finding out more about the British fast food revolution.
This is Oxford Street in London, Britain's top place to go shopping, and amidst all the smart stores, the newest sort of place to eat. Fast food centres like this are just starting to spring up on high streets all over the country. Rival firms are spending millions battling for the best, most expensive sites, and younger customers are one of their main targets. You can make or break this revolution.
My navigator is this pre-recorded cassette of tape. On it are all the instructions I need to find my way around this route, and if I ever use a different route, I simply use a different cassette. Most of the time, the playing unit is switched off. It's only switched on to relay the instructions to me, and those times are dictated by this control unit, which is mounted underneath the dashboard. On the end of each instruction is recorded a bleep, and it's the precise length of this bleep which tells the control unit how far the car has to travel before the next instructions are due. The cassette player is connected to the control unit here. Here, the control unit is connected to the car mileometer, and as my road wheels rotate, taking me forward, this wheel on the control unit rotates. Now, its revs are counted, and when that count corresponds with the information stored here from the bleep at the end of the last instruction, the next instruction is given. Now, this unit will work with any make of car. All it needs to know to make sure it keeps me on the right road is the size of tyre that I'm using, and I can give it that information by clipping in the appropriate circuit board. Right, let's put the unit back together and give it another spin.
200 yards, keep left at fork.
The system, effectively, is a route map. It takes the driver from point A to point B.
On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, Mr. Worry didn't have a care in the world. But on Monday morning, he was a worried man. Oh dear. What do you think was worrying? Can you guess? He went to see the wizard. Oh dear, said the wizard when he saw him standing on his doorstep. What's worrying you now? I'll tell you, said Mr. Worry. I'm worried because I don't have anything to worry about. And he went home to worry.
Do housework?
Well, from time to time. I mean, I don't make a habit of it. I have other things to do.
But
I have a wife to do housework.
Are there certain jobs that she makes you do that she wouldn't normally do herself?
Yeah.
Like what?
When the toilet gets blocked.
He hoovers, and he cleans the bathroom for me, the sink and the bar, and cleans all my windows, and he polishes all my furniture.
Is he good at it?
He's very good, yes. He's
not so useless as I seem, you see. I'm more than a pretty face, you know. I wouldn't do it otherwise, but she gives me a biscuit. I'd sit down and, you know.
Are you tidier than your wife, or vice versa?
Oh, tidy, yes, you're tidy. I'm much tidier than I put everything away in its place. I've only got one pair of socks, so it's easy, isn't it? We're happy, ain't we?
You're wearing your seatbelt today?
That's correct, yes.
Is this simply because of the law?
Indeed, I've never worn it before. I prefer to be free when I'm driving, but I'm aware that the law aren't going to enforce things today, so that's why I'm wearing it.
But not everyone remembered the need to clunk-click this morning. Hello, can I ask you why you're not wearing a seatbelt? You realise you're breaking the law?
Yeah, I do realise that, yeah.
Let's see, let's put a call into London. Now that's got me through to London. Now we'll dial the computer. 2, 4, 8, 5, 7, 4, 7. Wait for a moment till we get some computer tone. Yes, there it is. Now we've got to make a very good connection here with the modem. Just stuff that really firmly in there, like so. Tell our little computer here that we're on term, so it's now talking directly to the computer in London. Wait for something to happen. Yes, there goes the cursor now, flashing across the screen. And voila, this is Presto, wonders will never cease. Now what it wants from me now is my account number, which is a 10-digit number, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, otherwise you'll copy it. A moment or two while it assimilates that. Now it wants my personal ID. And off we go with the messages. There's the first one. Right, it's saying now, do I want to keep that message or erase it? Well, I think I can remember that, so we'll get rid of that one. Press 1. And of course I could perform the whole process in reverse. I could sit here and send messages from my computer to the computer in London to be picked up by the electronic mailbox in the database office. If only I could think of something to say.
Linda English works for F International as a computer programmer. She has a modern, well-equipped kitchen, 2 children, and a bubble-memoried terminal. The final act of writing a computer program is to send hundreds of lines of text to to the computer you're programming. Linda can write and store the program she's working on at times most convenient to her, when the children are asleep or at school. When the job is done, the computer's only a phone call away. Linda is in the forefront of perhaps the biggest revolution for working mothers since the pill. The office and the home is rather like having your cake and eating it.
Imagine a world where every word ever written, every picture ever painted and every film ever shot could be viewed instantly in your home via an information superhighway, a high-capacity digital communications network. What that would mean is you could transform your home into a mammoth interactive entertainment centre, with the odd stock exchange and shopping centre thrown in. It sounds pretty grand, but it all comes down to computers communicating. And in fact, that's already happening on something called the internet, that anyone in the world with a computer and a modem to connect it to a telephone line can subscribe to.